In the last video, we showed that Toyota's the future. So we went out, we bought the second cheapest Yaris on Facebook, and then we drove it home because Yarises always drive home, don't they? So I'm browsing Facebook Marketplace for cars. I've just found an 11 plate Yaris for 800 quid. I'm going to try and haggle it down to 650 and then we're going to buy it and drive it home because what could possibly go wrong, eh? It's a 1.4 diesel on an 11 plate and the seller is advertising it for 800 quid. First of all, 800 quid is a really good price, so it's bound to catch your eye. But when you look at it, it's got problems. The first problem is that the seller is saying that it's got a broken spring. And the second problem, and probably the most difficult problem, is that the seller is saying that the DPF is blocked. 2011 on a DPF, it's been doing a mile a day apparently, a mile to work and a mile back, a mile to work and a mile back. This just really kills diesel engines, and if you are thinking about doing this type of mileage, this is exactly why you wouldn't choose a diesel. However, here we have it. It's a tidy little Yaris, 2011, 800 quid. I've spoken to the seller. Seller seems a very nice gentleman, and I've offered him 650 quid for it. He has reluctantly accepted that. It has to be said, it was a bit reluctant. And tomorrow night we are going to go down and pick it up. And what our plan is I'm going to put trade plates on it and I'm going to drive it home. And the idea on this is that because it's about an hour and a half or so away, I'm hoping that an hour and a half on the motorway will clear the DPF. And wouldn't that be a great result? That would just be a fantastic result. So check a bit of fuel in and off to go. It's a really interesting thing on DPFs actually. I had one the other day, which was on, what was it on? I can't even remember, Citroen or something or other. And it will not regenerate the DPF if the fuel tank is less than a quarter of a tank. So the lady who had it consistently and utterly kept the fuel tank no more than a quarter of a tank full at any one stage. It was therefore completely impossible for the DPF to regenerate. And so I went to put 80 quid's worth of diesel in it and it regenerated absolutely fine. So it was the use function on that which really caused the problems. And again, I think it's probably a use function on this. Chuck half tank of diesel in it, drive it. Maybe we can fix it, maybe we can't. Either way, we're gonna video the story and we're gonna video the thinking that goes on behind that. We all know that Yarises are really, really tidy. So here we are, we've come to see the car. We've gone through our checklist and checklist is good, except for the windscreen washers. No windscreen washers on it. And windscreen wipers have seen better days, and the one tyre is not very good, but it's just about legal. And yeah, well, it's pretty straightforward to be honest. Now, of course, we got to drive it home. Okay, so we've left our cellar and we've been travelling somewhere about an hour or so, and you can see that it's raining. The car definitely seems underpowered, but it is running. It's engine management light on. The biggest problem is that the front right brake caliper is sticking. So, okay, so we've done about an hour since we've bought the car, and the engine's running fine. Biggest problem that we've got is this. Is this actually? That seems to be easing off now. That's not anywhere near as hot as it was.
Fantastic.
So,
all the brakes seem cold now. I'm shocked and horrified.
there is, you can still feel a little bit of something. You can see now it's sort of 8 o'clock at night and it's raining and it's wet. We're at the top of the heads of the valleys. We've got maybe half an hour to get home, so hopefully we should make it. We'll see you in a bit. Oh, there you go. And look at that. We need a set of boot struts.
Don't miss whatever you do.
I was going to do the Mission Impossible theme music.
Well, clearly mission very possible.
I've been doing James Bond. Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da. And everybody knows it's impossible to do Mission Impossible and then James Bond. Try it. There we go. And now for the other three.
Exciting.
Exciting. So having got it home and having sorted it out, made it run, what did it actually cost us? Let's have a look. So the first thing we did is we put a caliper on there. And the caliper cost us 60 odd quid. And then we had to put pads on there. We put pads on the front. Discs were actually okay. The pads were 25 quid. And then we had to put a spring. And the spring was 35 quid. And then we had to service it. So let's allow 70 quid for the service. And then we had to do the DPF. By the time we sorted that out, that came to 200 quid. Then we had to clean it. That was 40. All in all, gives you 430 quid. Plus the 650. Just over a bit over 1,000, isn't it? For a 2011 Yaris with 120k on. Probably not too bad a deal, was it?